Welcome to Soul Station, the place where stories speak, not just to your ears, but to your heart. If you love learning English through stories, real emotions, and a bit of laughter, then grab your headphones, take a deep breath, and let's begin today's journey. Our story today is about a little chicken with a very big dream, a dream so big that even the eagles laughed at him. The title is The Chicken Who Wanted to Fly. In a quiet corner of the countryside, there was a farm, full of animals, sunshine, and noise. And among hundreds of chickens, there was one small chicken named Charlie. Now, Charlie was no different from the others on the outside. Soft feathers, a tiny beak, small wings that could only flap. But on the inside, he was completely different. While other chickens pecked the ground all day, Charlie always looked up. He'd watch the sky, and in the sky, the eagles danced with the clouds. Every morning, Charlie whispered to himself, "One day, I will fly like them." The other chickens laughed. "Fly? You? Don't be silly. We are chickens. Chickens don't fly. Chickens eat, lay eggs, and run from foxes." Charlie didn't answer. He only smiled. But deep inside, he thought, maybe they're right. Or maybe they're just afraid to try. Have you ever felt that? When your dream sounds too big for others to believe? Maybe you told someone your goal and they said, "That's impossible." If you have, you're already a little like Charlie. One bright morning, Charlie decided to take action. He climbed on top of the chicken coop, about 2 meters high. The other chickens gathered below, watching curiously. Charlie looked at the horizon. He spread his wings and whispered, "This is it. My first flight." He flapped hard. Flap, flap, flap. He jumped, and for 1 second, he felt the wind under his wings. Then, boom! Straight into a pile of hay. The chickens burst into laughter. "Look at him! The flying chicken has landed!" Charlie smiled weakly, but that night, under the stars, he whispered, "Maybe I can't fly yet, but I'll try again." Days passed. Charlie practiced quietly every morning. Until one night, the sky turned dark. Thunder rolled, lightning flashed, and the rain poured down. All the chickens ran into the barn. But Charlie, looking out into the storm, saw something. A dark shape falling from the sky. It was an eagle, strong, majestic, but injured. One wing was bleeding. Charlie ran out into the rain, dragging a big leaf to cover the eagle. He pulled him into the barn. The eagle opened one eye. "Why would a chicken help me?" he asked weakly. Charlie smiled. "Because one day, I want to fly too." The eagle gave a small, pained laugh. "A flying chicken? That's new." Charlie didn't respond. He simply said, "Rest. You'll need your wings again." For days, Charlie took care of the eagle. He brought water, grains, and comfort. And the eagle, though proud, began to talk about skies, mountains, clouds, and freedom. Every word painted a picture in Charlie's mind, a life beyond the farm. When the eagle finally healed, he stretched his wings wide. The sunlight glimmered on his feathers, and for a second, the whole barn fell silent. He looked at Charlie. "You saved me. What do you want in return?" Charlie hesitated, then whispered, "Teach me to fly." The eagle, annoyed, frowned. "You? You're a chicken. You don't have the body for flight." Charlie looked down. His heart sank. But then he said something that changed everything. Maybe not the body, but I have the heart for it. The eagle, impressed, determined. All right, little dreamer. Let's begin. The next morning, before sunrise, training began. The eagle taught him how to stretch his wings, how to run, jump, feel the wind, and trust it. Charlie failed. A lot. He fell into mud, into water, into hay. He got laughed at, bruised, and tired. But each time he failed, he whispered, "Again." And that's one of the most powerful words in any language. Let's repeat that word. Again. Say it out loud. When you fall, say, "Again." When you fail, say, "Again." That word changes everything. One day, Charlie sat alone, looking at his tiny wings. He sighed. Maybe they were right. Maybe I'll never fly. The eagle landed beside him quietly. Do you know how many times I fell before my first flight? 10? Asked Charlie. More than 1,000. The eagle looked at him with kind eyes. Flying isn't about wings. It's about courage. Charlie nodded slowly. For the first time, he believed again. Finally, the day came. The eagle said, "Today, you'll fly." They climbed to the highest hill behind the farm. The wind was strong. The sky was clear. Below them, the other chickens gathered, watching, whispering, chuckles, laughing. "He'll fall again! Poor Charlie. He never learns." Charlie looked down, then up at the eagle. "Are you ready?" asked the eagle. "I think so," Charlie whispered. "Don't think. Just believe." The eagle spread his wings and leaped into the sky. Charlie followed, and for a second he dropped fast. The chickens gasped. Then the wind lifted him. He flapped, once, twice, 3 times, and suddenly he wasn't falling anymore. He was gliding, softly, gracefully. For the first time in his life, Charlie was flying. The eagle circled above him, shouting, "You're doing it, little one!" The chickens below stared, mouths open. No laughter this time. Charlie shouted, "I can fly!" After a few seconds, Charlie landed softly on the hill. His wings trembled, but his smile didn't fade. The eagle landed beside him. "That was just the beginning," said the eagle. "You'll never forget this day." Charlie looked down at the farm, and he realized something. He didn't need to fly like an eagle. He just needed to fly like himself. From that day, Charlie became a legend on the farm. Every time the wind blew, he would spread his wings and glide, even for a few seconds. And every time he did, he reminded the others that dreams aren't about size. They're about belief. And that, my friend, is how a little chicken became bigger than the sky.
Let's learn a few words from today's story. Dream. Something you wish for or imagine. Example. Charlie's dream was to fly. Believe. To trust yourself even when others don't. Example. The eagle told Charlie to believe. Fail. When you don't succeed but you learn. Example. Charlie failed many times before flying. Try again. The most powerful phrase. Example. He said again after every fall. Now, repeat after me slowly. Dream. Believe. Fail. Try again. Say it once more. This time, like you mean it.
So, what does Charlie teach us? That people might laugh at your dreams, but laughter can't stop wings that are ready to open. That failure isn't the end. It's just training for flight. That belief is the wind beneath every dream. So maybe today you're Charlie, trying something new, learning English, starting a YouTube channel, changing a habit. It feels slow, hard, maybe even silly. But one day, just like Charlie, you'll look down and realize you're flying. Say it once more, this time like you mean it. Thank you for listening to Soul Station. If you liked this story, share it with someone who needs a little motivation today. And tell us in the comments, what's your dream that everyone laughs at, but you still believe in? Remember, dream, believe, fail, try again. You are stronger than you think. And maybe, just maybe, you were born to fly.